strange tall house. And there was something odd about the proportions. Muncie Meg noticed. The sisters didn't seem to. For one thing, there was windows up near the top and there was windows down near the bottom. With the darkening skies, they could see light coming there and come through there, but there was a long blank space in between. Didn't really make sense. And Idabel went up to the door and knocked at the door, and the door opened and out came an old woman. She says, "Yes," she says, "what can I do for you girls today?" And Idabel said, "Well, I'm Idabel, that's Florabel. That there, that's Muncie Meg. She's our servant girl. You let us spend the night here. She'll mop all your floors and wash all your dishes." The old lady said, "Yeah, of course you girls can spend the night. You can sleep up in the attic with my girls. Come on in. You must be perished." And she went inside the house, and Idabel and Florabel followed her. Muncie Meg hung back a little bit because something about this whole setup she didn't like, but in the end she had to go in. And they all sat at a table, and the old lady put soup in front of them. It was thin but not bad, and it certainly hit the spot after their long day of walking. And then the old lady said, "Come on, I'll show you your beds. You must be very tired." And she lit a candle and took them up the stairs into a garret. And in the garret there were 2 beds. And one of the beds had 3 forms in it, figures. I say forms and figures because it wasn't really clear. The nightcaps came down to the ears, and the bedclothes came up to the ears, and the noses stuck out a little ways. And the other bed, well, it was empty. And the covers were turned back, and the sheets looked clean and dry, and there was puffing pillows with clean pillowcases, and it looked like they'd been expected almost. And the old lady says, "That's my girls over there, and that's your bed over there. I'll let you go to sleep. Good night." And she went down the stairs, and as she went down the stairs and the candles moved further and further away, she says, "Sleep tight." And she went down to the bottom of the stairs, blew out the candle, closed the door. Through the closed door she said, "Don't let the bed bugs bite." And Idabel and Florabel laughed too and jumped into the bed. Muncie Meg was not laughing. She was listening, and she heard a distinct click, like a key turning in a lock. Idabel and Florabel, I'm not even sure they got their shoes off. They were asleep right away. Muncie Meg was determined. There was something about this. She didn't like it. She was going to stay awake until she could figure out what it was. Good thing she did, too, because after a while, she began to feel the whole house shake and tremble in a kind of a rhythmic kind of way. And then the noise, boom, boom, boom. And then there was a creak. It sounded almost as if the whole side of the house was opening. And then the whole house felt like it was straining at the seams, and then came back together again, and creak, slump. And the boards, the floorboards in the garret, they were about this far apart. You could see light coming up between them. Muncie Meg swung her body over the side and put her eye to the crack, and she could see into the downstairs. And there, filling the downstairs, was a big, ugly giant. And he said, "Oh, woman, I smell human beings in here." And she said, "Hush, hush, you wake them 3 fine fat piggies I got for your dinner upstairs." And the giant said, "Oh, sounds good." And he sat down in the corner with his knees up near his ears. "When are we gonna eat 'em? Well, I just wait until the water boils. And when the water boils, I'll tell you. And then you reach up the stairs and you grabs the three of them and you twist off their heads and you give them to me. And I'll put them in the water and stir them around until they're done. And then we'll eat them. So